The Quadcom likewise recommends the filing of appropriate charges against the following. Number 1, personalities linked to the illegal drug trade, particularly those implicated in the seizure of 360 kilograms of shabu in Mexico, Pampanga. Kai Meng alias also known as Willie Ong, Yang Jiazheng also known as Eddie Taiyang, Mayor Teddy Tumang, and all the incorporators of Empire 999. Number 2, perpetrators of crimes against humanity under Section 6 of Republic Act 9851 or the Philippine Act on Crimes Against International Humanitarian Law, Genocide, and Other Crimes Against Humanity. Former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Senator Roland Bato de la Rosa, Senator Christopher Lawrence Bongo, former PNP Chief Oscar David Albayalde, former PNP Chief Debold Sinas, Police Colonel Royina Garma, Police Colonel Edilberto Leonardo, and Hermina Muking Espino. Number 3, the co-conspirators in the murder of Chu Kintung, Li Lanyang, and Wong Mengpin, the 3 Chinese nationals killed inside the Davao Penal Prison and Penal Farm on August 13 of 2016. Former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Police Colonel Royina Garma, Police Colonel Edilberto Leonardo, SPO4 Arthur Narsolis, and Superintendent Gerardo Padilla. Number 4, individuals involved in the murder of General Wesley Barayuga, Police Colonel Royina Garma, Police Colonel Edilberto Leonardo, Police Lieutenant Colonel Santi Mendoza, former PNP Officer Nelson Mariano, PSMS Jeremy Tox Kausapin, and 1 alias Loloy. Moreover, Mr. Speaker, further investigations should be conducted against but not limited to the following individuals. Number 1, personalities implicated in the illegal drug trade in relation to the revelations provided by resource persons Jimmy Guban and Mark Taguba, Representative Paulo Duterte, Councilor Nilo Abilera Jr., Mr. Paul Gutierrez, Mr. Benny Antiporda, Mr. Jojo Bacud, a certain Tita Nani, and Mr. Allen Capuyan. Number 2, personalities identified to be involved in the illegal drug trade during the course of the legislative hearings: Hong Mingyang, also known as Michael Yang; Wei Xiong Lin, also known as Alan Lim; Charlie Tan, and Mr. Sammy Uy. Number 3, personalities involved in POGO-related illegal activities: Attorney Herminio Harry Roque Jr., Catherine Cassandra Leong, Go Waping, or also known as Alice Leal Go, Yang Jian Sin, also known as Tony Yang, and Hong Jiang Yang, the younger brother of Tony Yang and Michael Yang. Mr. Speaker, our work is far from over. The Quad Committee's progress thus far is a testament to what we can achieve when we confront corruption and criminality with courage and resolve. However, it also underscores the magnitude of the challenges we face. This is a defining moment for this Congress, Mr. Speaker. It is an opportunity to uphold the rule of law, protect our nation's sovereignty, and deliver justice to those who have been wronged. I urge my fellow legislators to give this report the attention it deserves and to support the proposed measures that will ensure these injustices are never repeated. Together, let us take the necessary steps to restore faith in our institutions and reaffirm our commitment to the Filipino people. Maraming salamat and Merry Christmas, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ang saya ng Quadcom, binigay ang ating wish ngayong Pasko. Makulong sila digong.
Quadcom recommends filing of crimes against humanity charges versus Duterte, Senators Bongo and Bato de la Rosa, those ex-PNP chiefs, 2 police colonels and muking on EJK of more than 30,000 victims of drug war. The lower house's Quad Committee has recommended the filing of crimes against humanity against former President Rodrigo Duterte, Senators Christopher Lawrence Bongo and Ronaldo Bato de la Cosa, 2 former chiefs of the Philippine National Police and 2 other ranking police officers in connection with the alleged extrajudicial killings of more than 30,000 victims during the Duterte administration's bloody war on drugs. The 5 other police officers recommended to be filed with charges under Section 6, Other Crimes Against Humanity, of Republic Act 9851, also known as the Philippine Act on Crimes Against International Humanitarian Law. Genocide and other crimes against humanity were identified as former PNP chiefs Oscar David Albayalde and Debold Sinas, Colonels Roy Nagarma and Edilberto Leonardo and Palace Aide Herminia, Muking Espino. Enacted in 2009, or 2 years before the Philippines became a signatory to Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court, RA 9851 defines and punishes crimes against international humanitarian law, genocide, and other crimes against humanity. Former Senator Leila de Lima, who appeared as a resource person in several Quadcom hearings, said that RA 9851 holds not just the direct perpetrators responsible, but also those in leadership positions who order and induce such crimes. During the 9th hearing of Quadcom, she explained that RA 9851, enacted 2 years before the Philippines, became a signatory to the Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court, ICC, covers the systematic killings under Duterte's drug war. Garma, a former trusted officer of Duterte, spilled the beans on the Duterte administration's Davao model on reward system to officers involved in EJKs, the Davao Death Squad, the killing of 3 suspected Chinese drug lords inside the Davao Penal colony on Duterte's orders, the formation of a national drug task force which implemented the bloody drug war, among others. The recommendation was contained in a 43-page Quadcom progress report, compiled from 13 hearings from August 16 to December 12 this year, which outlined the facts established, evidence gathered, actions taken, and recommendations for remedial legislations concerning EJKs, illegal drugs, illegal pogos, Philippine offshore gaming operators, and anomalous transactions involving local government units in various unlawful activities. Quadcom was constituted in August 12, 2024, to unite 4 House committees: Dangerous Drugs, led by Surigao del Norte Representative Robert Ace Barbers; Public Order and Safety by Laguna Reps Dan Fernandez; Human Rights by Manila Reps Benny Abante; and Public Accounts by Abang Lingkod Party List Rep Joseph Stephen Paduano. To collectively examine and deliberate, via thorough and unified discussions, on the interrelated and complex issues during public hearings on EJKs, pogos, and illegal drugs. Barbers, the designated lead Quadcom chair, said when former President Duterte attended the 11th Quadcom hearing last November 13. The latter confirmed the existence of the so-called Davao Death Squad, the Davao template or model of reward system to police offices involved in EJKs, advising and encouraging officers to have Nan Laban, goaded to fight back, scenarios against drug suspects, and assumed full legal responsibility of the bloody drug war aftermath. The former president unequivocally confirmed the existence of the reward system, targeting drug personalities and using leftover campaign funds to finance and support the reward system. In contravention of COMELEC rules concerning the return of excess campaign funds, the lawmaker from Mindanao said, citing the Quadcom panel progress report, the Quadcom report said that despite the noises being made by some quarters identified with the Duterte camp, the Dangerous Drugs Board, DDB, in a study, said the bloody drug war during the previous administration resulted only in a slight decline in the number of drug users in the country. At the start of his term, Duterte pronounced that there were 4 million drugs users. That figure did not come from the DDB or any other known source. The Quadcom report said, indicating he bloated the figure to magnify the problem and justify the systematic killings that occurred. The so-called Duterte narco list, made and issued without validation, also caused irreparable damage to reputations of persons accused of involvement in drugs, including 19 police officers from Region 8 Leyte, who were dismissed from the service without due process. The Quadcom report says the joint panel has filed four bills to immediately address some legislative gaps on certain laws, and they include HB number 10986, or an act classifying EJKs as a heinous crime, HB number 987, or an act prohibiting HB, no. 10987, or an act prohibiting all forms of pogos in the country. HB number 143, or an act providing for a civil forfeiture in favor of the state any unlawfully acquired real estate, properties by any foreign national, and HB number 11117, or an act providing for administrative cancellation of birth certificates registered through fraudulent means by foreign nationals. The issue on pogos and its links to illegal drugs flourished during a September 23, 2023 seizure of some 5 in 60 kits of shabu worth P3.6 billion at a warehouse in Mexico, Pampanga, which turned out to be owned by Empire 999 Realty Corporation, led by a suspected Chinese drug lord identified as Willie Ong.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize Representative Robert Ace Barbers, Chairperson of the Committee on Dangerous Drugs, for his sponsorship speech.
The Honorable Ace Barbers is recognized to deliver his speech.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Majority Leader. Mr. Speaker, esteemed colleagues and distinguished guests, it is my honor and privilege to stand before this august body to present the progress report of the Joint Committees on Dangerous Drugs, Public Order and Safety, Public Accounts, and Human Rights, or what is now popularly known as the Quad Committee. This report is not merely an account of our work, Mr. Speaker. It is a solemn commitment to uncovering the truth, upholding justice, and crafting meaningful legislative solutions to address the scourges of illegal drug proliferation, unlawful land acquisition by foreigners, crimes linked to Philippine offshore gaming operators or POGOs, and extrajudicial killings. The formation of the Quad Committee was inevitable. The House of Representatives, under the leadership of Speaker Martin Romualdez, recognized the complexities of these issues required a united and comprehensive approach. Thus, through House Resolution number 1880, the Quad Committee was brought to life. What began as a separate investigations by individual committees soon uncovered a web of interconnections, a Pandora's box of crimes and abuses that tested the very foundations of our institutions. One of the most alarming discoveries stemmed from a routine investigation into the 3.9 billion drug bust in San Jose Malino, Mexico, Pampanga. The probe unearthed the illicit operations of Empire 999, a company owned by foreign nationals masquerading as Filipino citizens. This led to the revelations of massive illegal land acquisitions involving hundreds of hectares of agricultural lands in direct violation of our Constitution. It further exposed suspicious ties between local government officials and foreign syndicates, pointing to corruption and systemic exploitation. Mr. Speaker, our inquiry delved deeper into the operations of these entities and uncovered an even more sinister reality. Their connections to the illegal drug trade and organized crime activities facilitated by POGOs. What was initially presented as a revenue-generating industry has instead become a breeding ground for illegal activities such as human trafficking, money laundering, investment scams, cybercrimes, and even murder. Sa ating investigasyon, Mr. Speaker, ay nakita natin na ang modus operandi ng mga POGOs ay gumamit ng mga Pilipinong dummies bilang mga nominal na may-ari upang magtatag ng mga korporasyon na nagpapahintulot sa mga dayuhan na iwasan ang mga batas na naglilimita sa pagmamayari at operasyon sa mga industriya tulad ng gaming at real estate. Ang mga korporasyong ito ay may mga magkakaugnay na layers upang itago ang tunay na pinagmulan ng pondo at pagkakakilanlan ng mga operators na nagpapahirap sa mga otoridad na masubaybayan ang mga iligal na mga aktibidad. Mr. Speaker, ang mga pogos na ito ay naguhugas ng pera mula sa mga krimen tulad ng human trafficking, illegal na pagsusugal, bentahan ng droga at cybercrimes sa pamamagitan ng pagpapadaan ng pondo sa mga bank account, pagbili ng ari-arian at iba pang mga instrumentong pinansyal na pinapalabas na lehitimong operasyon ng kanilang mga negosyo. Ang ganitong layering ay hindi lamang nagtatago sa iligal na pinagmulan ng pondo, kundi pinapaliit din ang binabayarang buwis at pinoprotektahan ang mga operator mula sa pagkakadiskubre. Mr. Speaker, karaniwang pinapadali ang mga iskim na ito ng mga tiwaling opisyal at empleyado ng ating gobyerno, ng ating mga regulatory agencies at mga institusyong pinansyal kapalit ng suhol na naglalagay sa peligro ng sistema ng batas at pananalapi sa ating bansa. But perhaps the most chilling revelations, Mr. Speaker, pertains to the extrajudicial killings that have scarred our nation's history. The investigations brought to light a harrowing narrative of abuse of power and institutional impunity during the Duterte administration. Witness testimonies corroborated by evidence revealed a system that incentivized the killing of suspected drug personalities, a system modeled after the so-called Davao template and replicated nationwide. Mr. Speaker, this is not merely a report of the past wrongdoings, but a call to action. The Quad Committee has responded by filing concrete legislative measures aimed at addressing the gaps in our legal framework. Number 1, House Bill number 10986, classifying and penalizing extrajudicial killings as heinous crime while providing reparations for its victims. Number 2, House Bill number 10987, prohibiting all forms of offshore gaming operations in the country with severe penalties for violations. Number 3, House Bill number 11043, allowing civil forfeiture of unlawfully acquired real estate properties by foreign nationals. Number 4, House Bill number 11117, providing for the administrative cancellation of birth certificates fraudulently obtained by foreign nationals. In addition to these proposed bills, Mr. Speaker, our inquiries have already yielded significant actions. Number 1, the Joint Committee inquiry prompted authorities to reopen investigations into the murders of Police General Wesley Barayuga, former Albuera Leyte Mayor Rolando Espinosa, and 3 Chinese nationals killed inside the Davao prison in Pinal Farm. 2, the certificate of registration of or incorporation of Empire 999 Realty Corporation was revoked by the SEC. Number 3, the Philippine passport of Mr. Kai Kimeng, also known as Mr. Willie Ong, and Yang Jiazheng, also known as A.D. Tai Yang, were cancelled by the concerned government agencies. The findings of the Joint Committee led to the filing of legal cases against Go Waping, also known as Alice Leal Go, including charges of human trafficking and graft and corruption. Number 5, the chairperson of the PAOK directed the Anti-Money Laundering Council to file for court-issued fees orders or provisional asset preservation orders against assets linked to unlawful activities. These include the following corporations: Lucky South Limited Corporation, Whirlwind Corporation, Biancham Holdings and Trading Incorporated, Empire 999 Realty Corporation, Sunflare Industrial Supply Corporation, Yatay Industrial Park Incorporated, Mexico 999 Industry Realty and Development Corporation. These actions underscore the progress achieved through our investigations in addressing systemic crimes and abuses. We have also recommended, Mr. Speaker, amendments to relevant laws, including the Anti-Money Laundering Act, the Anti-Trafficking in Persons Act, the Civil Registry Law, the Anti-Dummy Law, the Bank Secrecy Law, the new Philippine Passport Act, the Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act, the Cybercrime Prevention Act, the Tariff and Customs Code, the Revised Corporation Code, and the Local Government Code, among others. Mr. Speaker, in total, we have recommended at least 30 proposed legislations, and these measures aim to strengthen our legal frameworks and ensure that such abuses and misdeeds are prevented in the future. The Quadcom likewise recommends the filing of appropriate charges against the following. Number one, personalities linked to the illegal drug trade, particularly those implicated in the seizure of 360 kilograms of shabu in Mexico, Pampanga. Kai Meng, alias also known as Willie Ong, Yang Jiazheng, also known as Eddie Taiyang, Mayor Teddy Tumang, and all the incorporators of Empire 999. Number two, perpetrators of crimes against humanity under Section 6 of Republic Act 9851 or the Philippine Act on Crimes Against International Humanitarian Law, Genocide, and Other Crimes Against Humanity. Former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Senator Roland Bato de la Rosa, Senator Christopher Lawrence Bongo, former PNP Chief Oscar David Albayalde, former PNP Chief Debold Sinas, Police Colonel Royina Garma, Police Colonel Edilberto Leonardo, and Hermina Muking Espino. Number three, the co-conspirators in the murder of Chu Kintung, Li Lanyang, and Wong Mengpin, the three Chinese nationals killed inside the Davao Penal Prison and Penal Farm on August 13 of 2016. Former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Police Colonel Royina Garma, Police Colonel Edilberto Leonardo, SPO4 Arthur Narsolis, and Superintendent Gerardo Padilla. Number four, individuals involved in the murder of General Wesley Barayuga, Police Colonel Royina Garma, Police Colonel Edilberto Leonardo, Police Lieutenant Colonel Santi Mendoza, former PNP officer Nelson Mariano, PSMS Jeremy Tox Kausapin, and one alias Loloy. Moreover, Mr. Speaker, further investigations should be conducted against, but not limited to, the following individuals. Number one, personalities implicated in the illegal drug trade in relation to the revelations provided by resource persons Jimmy Guban and Mark Taguba, Representative Paulo Duterte, Councilor Nilo Abilera Jr., Mr. Paul Gutierrez, Mr. Benny Antiporda, Mr. Jojo Bacud, a certain Tita Nani, and Mr. Allen Capuyan. Number two, personalities identified to be involved in the illegal drug trade during the course of the legislative hearings: Hong Ming Yang, also known as Michael Yang; Wei Xiong Lin, also known as Alan Lim; Charlie Tan, and Mr. Sammy Uy. Number three, personalities involved in POGO-related illegal activities: Attorney Herminio Harry Roque Jr., Catherine Cassandra Leong, Go Waping, or also known as Alice Leal Go, Yang Jian Sin, also known as Tony Yang, and Hong Jiang Yang, the younger brother of Tony Yang and Michael Yang. Mr. Speaker, our work is far from over. The Quad Committee's progress thus far is a testament to what we can achieve when we confront corruption and criminality with courage and resolve. However, it also underscores the magnitude of the challenges we face. This is a defining moment for this Congress, Mr. Speaker. It is an opportunity to uphold the rule of law, protect our nation's sovereignty, and deliver justice to those who have been wronged. I urge my fellow legislators to give this report the attention it deserves and to support the proposed measures that will ensure these injustices are never repeated. Together, let us take the necessary steps to restore faith in our institutions and reaffirm our commitment to the Filipino people. Maraming salamat and Merry Christmas, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
Oh, ayan na nga. Nako, 'di ba? Napakaganda po ng pagtatapos ng taon na ito dahil po napakaganda ng regalo ng Quadcom sa ating mga Pilipino. At ito po ay ang makasuhan ang mga Duterte at ang kanyang mga alipores, 'di ba? Dapat lang talaga 'to. Ito yung tama. Tanggapin dapat ito, 'di ba? Kasi alam niyo po sa totoo lang, ito po ay isang napakagandang pagkakataon para po maipagtanggol ng mga Duterte ang kanilang mga sarili doon sa korte. Kaya lang matibay yung mga ebidensya yata no? Lalo na dito kila Bato, kila Bongo, kila Regina Garma, kila Leonardo, pati itong sila Muking Espino ay nakasama po sa mga kakasuhan. Pati si Debold Sinas at si Albayalde. Nako, pati si Mayor Tumang. Dapat na dapat lang naman talaga, 'di ba? Para po may pagtanggol nila sarili nila sa korte at ang korte po ang maghuhusga, 'di ba? Tama lang 'yun para mawala po sa Quadcom ang mga paninisi sa korte na 'yan. Korte na po. 'Di ba? Ito na yung katapusan ng mga Duterte. Katapusan ni Bato de la Rosa at ni Bongo. Paano pa mananalo ang dalawang 'yan sa pagkasenador? Kulelat na nga sa mga survey 'yan tapos ngayon makakasuhan pa. Naku po, sus Mariosep. Di lalo na babagsak ng babagsak ang mga DDEBs. Ito na yung kanilang pinapangarap na mangyari kay PBBM pero sa kanila nangyayari. Sila ang bumabagsak, 'di ba? Yan ang akala ninyo, Yan ang akala ninyo, Quadcom patas na patas sa inyong lahat. 'Di ba? Ayaw niyong umatindi. O di ngayon, sa korte na lang po magkakaalamanan, 'di ba? Tama lang 'yan. Ang nakakalungkot lang dito, may mga tao na kumbaga para sa akin, maging star witness na lang, 'di ba? Huwag nang makasuhan o makasuhan man pero mababa lang. Katulad nito sila Alice Gu, etong si Cassandra Leong, mag-star witness na lang sila. Idiin nila tong si Harry Roque, 'di ba? Sabihin nila kung ano yung talagang partisipasyon ni Harry Roque sa Pogo. Kasi parang ang nangyari sa EJK, si Bato, si Bongo, saka si Muking, ito yung bahala sa EJK, sa reward system. Ngayon, sa Pogo, si Harry Roque, ang parang naging in charge. Tapos, di ba, pagdating naman sa mga usaping pulburon, si Michael Yang. Di ba, kaya lang, si Tumang, Mayor Tumang, pinagtatanggol pa itong si Michael Yang. Di ba? Pati itong sila Wilkins Villanueva, 'di ba? Pinagtatanggol pa si Michael Yang. Di ngayon sama-sama sila ng mga makakasuhan. Hindi ko matandaan kung nabanggit yung pangalan ni Wilkins Villanueva. Pero 'di ba? Eto yun pinapangarap nating lahat tayo ng mga sumusuporta sa ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Eto na yung gusto nating mangyari. Eto yung pinakamagandang regalo na maibibigay sa atin ng Kongreso, ng Quadcom. 'Di ba? Pati to si Grijaldo dahil po sa issue naman o sa kaso nitong si Barayuga. Saan ka nakakita nun? May nangyari. Wala man lang police report. Wala man lang nangyaring police blatter. Walang investigasyon na naganap. Tapos ayaw maparusahan. Si Grijaldo na natiling chief of police ng Mandaluyong, may something na talaga diyan kagad pa lang, 'di ba? Kaya po ito ay sama-sama no? Sama-sama sila sa pagbagsak, no? 'Yan ang nangyari. At actually, 'Di ba? Eto nga mga DDEBs, marami rin naman diyan ang mga nakasuhan ni General Torre, 'di ba? Yung mga vlogger at yung mga eto nga 'di ba nitong mga nakaraan lamang, oh, dalawang red tagger ang na kumbaga nadesisyonan ng korte na talagang sila'y lumabag sa batas at pinagbabayad ng nasa 2 milyong piso kay Atom Araulio. 'Di ba? Bago magtapos yata ang taon uubusin ang mga DDEBs. No, kumbaga ano sila, kumbaga bagsak lahat ang kanilang mga moral, 'di ba? Paano pa? Ano pa ang makakapagpa-uplift sa'yo, ngayong bagong taon na 'to na bagsak ka na. Si Sara Duterte, bagsak na bagsak din. May impeach pa next year. Kung saka-sakali na magtagumpay ang mga nagsampa ng reklamo para siya'y ma-impeach, 'di ba? Kumbaga yung isang buong bangka ng mga DDEBs sama-sama silang lumulubog. Di damay ngayon kapag ikaw dumikit ka sa DDEBs, sigurado talo ka. Willie Revillame. Pag dumikit yan kay Digong, talo yan. O etong si Chavit Singson, pag eto namangka sa 2 ilog, sigurado. Talo yan si Chavit. Yung iba pa, Ipe, o sino pa ba? Ito si Jimmy Bondok. Naku po, wala. Lahat matatalo. Lahat ng nasa ticket ni Digong, lahat pupulutin, lahat 8 diretso sa kubeta talaga. 8 diretso sa inidoro mangyayari diyan. Kung ano yung ginawa nila sa mga dilawan noon sa liberal, mangyayari ngayon dito kila Digong, no? Ang saklap ano? Akala siguro nila ang karma mga ilang taon pa, baka after 10 years, after 20 years, after 30 years, pero hindi. Ang bilis ng karma ng grupo ni Digong ano. Ito yung paniningil sa inyong mga ginawang kabulastugan noong si Digong ang presidente. Ito ang paniningil ng pakikisama nyo sa gumagawa ng masama. Diba? Karma knows what you did. The last term of Digong Duterte. Hindi kayo makakapaglihim diyan. At meron tayong CCTV doon sa taas na hindi namamatay ang ilaw, hindi namamatay ang camera, umulan, bumagyo, lumindol. Meron yan. Nakatutok dito yung CCTV ng ating Panginoon. Nakikita kung ano ang ginagawa ng mga tao at nilang mga kasalanan. So, lamang po, maraming salamat sa pagsama nyo dito sa aking vlog na ito. Ingat po kayo. Nasaan mang panig kayo ng mundo. Momo chup chup. Love you, love you. God bless us all. Pilipinas. God first.